Hey yo, I'm in Fortnite. Okay.
I think I heard something. Hey, are you bush camping?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to get the win.
I have a question for you. Why did Africans go to the new colonial America?
Oh, that's easy. That's they did it for land.
Nope. Wrong. They did it because of transcontinental trade.
Fortnite. Apush.
The Apush video begins. Welcome back, Apush peeps, and welcome to the Apush final review, period 1607 to 1754. Let's get right into it. So let's begin very early in colonization. Now, European countries began to explore the North, South, and Central Americas, and even the Caribbeans. European colonization is known to be started by this man right here, Christopher Columbus, in 1492, and his exploration of North America opened up the world to Europe. This image right here shows the paths he took on his 4 journeys to the New World. Later on in history of exploration, the Spanish also wanted to get involved, and because of their journeys to the Americas, they received a lot of money gain, so England also felt inclined to start their conquest too. After this revelation, Jamestown was created, the first British colony. After this, all future colonization led to the Columbian Exchange. This is in which trades took place between Africa, Europe, and America, and they traded crops, animals, disease, even human beings. Internal trade was also successful, with indigenous people massively helping the colonies by giving them tobacco, a new crop that would fuel the economy for a long time. While Britain was creating their colonies, France and the Netherlands also created their own colonies to find gold, fur, and trade with the indigenous people. Let's move on to the regions of the British colonies. So the British colonies can be categorized into 3 regions: the New England region, the Middle region, and the Southern region. The New England region consisted of colonies in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, and Connecticut. The Middle region consisted of the colony of Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, and Delaware, while the Southern region consisted of colonies Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Maryland, and Georgia.
Perfectly balanced.
Of the regions, the New England region was the best at manufacturing. The New England colonies were also very Protestant, as they consisted of immigrants escaping religious persecution. The New England region flourished in the business of shipbuilding, fur trade, and lumbering. The region was not suited for farming, though, so for food, they were better at fishing. The middle colonies had an environment well suited for farming, but they also traded. The colony of Pennsylvania was a religiously accepting colony. The Quaker movement originated in Pennsylvania, and the movement supported religious tolerance for all. The southern colonies were very prominent in farming. These colonies harvested tobacco, rice, and indigo. The farming opened way for indentured servitude and eventually slavery. The colony of Maryland served as a place of Catholic refuge for most colonies were Protestants seeking religious freedom.
Yes.
The global slave trade resulted in 10 to 12 million Africans moving to the colonies over a short period of time, and it was only the second of 3 stages of the triangular trade. In the 17th century, the demand for slaves in the Caribbean and Chesapeake region in North America grew due to the growing of sugar plantations. Other aspects of this trade also included rice, tobacco, and lumber from America to Europe, manufactured goods and luxuries to North America from Europe, and Europe also sent guns, cloth, iron, and beer to Africa in exchange for gold, ivory, spices, and hardwood. Let's go on to interactions between Native Americans and Europeans. Early in the time of colonization, Native Americans resisted the attempts to get their land stolen. However, they did this diplomatically and violently. On the diplomatic side, some colonies formed alliances with Native Americans so that they could defend land from the other colonies. Some examples of these alliances are the Heron tribe allying with the French, while the Dutch and English allied with the Iroquois. The Europeans gave the Native Americans guns for these alliances and received fur. The Native Americans were vulnerable to the colonies because they had new diseases such as smallpox, so when these alliances ended, the colonies were stronger than the Native Americans. Let's move on to slavery in the British colonies. So slavery was used to replace indentured servitude, and slavery was used in every single colony. However, the southern regions used it more than the New England colonies, as their economy was dependent on the need for slaves. In the South, slaves were used on plantations such as tobacco, rice, and cotton plantations. In the northern colonies, slavery was still used, but it was used for assistance in crafts and skilled labor, as the northern economy was not a farming economy. The two colonies that had the most population of slaves, Virginia and Maryland. The slaves worked in horrible conditions, working from sunup to sundown almost every day, and they did this all on a diet of very little. Slaves were dehumanized and only seen as a way of profit. Colonial society and culture. Many immigrants from England would imitate English political, economic, and cultural characteristics while living in the colonies. Britain continued a policy of salutary neglect toward its administration of the colonies, and the First Great Awakening revived the religious spirits of America. One person at this time was Minister Jonathan Edwards, and there was also an evangelist, George Whitefield, and they scared their followers into being better souls. They were known as sinners in the hands of an angry God.
All right, so I will be going over the AP US History exam format. Starting off the exam, you have the multiple choice section. That will be 55 questions over a period of 55 minutes. And that will be worth 40% of your overall exam score. So once again, you have about a minute per question there. Moving on to the next section, you have the short answer questions. This will be a total of 3 questions. The first 2 questions are mandatory. The third question, you get to choose between 2 prompts. Choose the one you like. And for those 3 prompts, you have 40 minutes. So that's like about 12 to 13 minutes for each question. And that's worth 20% of your score. All right, and then the next section is the document-based section in the long essay section. There'll be a 10-minute break in between them. So for the DBQ, you have 1 essay. You have to use 7 documents for it. And you have 60 minutes to complete this, including a 15-minute reading period. And this is worth 25% of your overall score. And then lastly, you have the long essay. They give you 3 prompts. You get to choose whatever one you like. And then you have 40 minutes to write about that. And that's worth 15% of your score. And that is all.
Men section, baby, let's go.
Hey Ben, was Pennsylvania the most religiously tolerant colony? Ben, answer my question. Was Pennsylvania the most religiously tolerant colony?
Yes.
That's right. Let's go, Ben.
Yes. Ben.
Alright, Ben, question 2. Did slaves replace indentured servitude? Ben, did slaves replace indentured servitude?
No.
Ben. He knows better, I swear.
Ben.
Alright, Ben, question 3. Did Native American and European interaction... Let me finish. Did Native American and European interaction cause Native population to diminish? Ben, did Native American and Ben, let me finish, I swear. Did Native American and European interaction cause the Native population to diminish? Ben, I will fight you right now. Did Native American and European interaction cause Native population to diminish?
Ben did not answer the questions. Meme review. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed. Owen, Madden, and Finn.